Record to cloud. Woo! All right, guys. Pretty historic evening. We'll hear about that later. However, tonight is about attraction marketing. And so I am super, super excited to share with you how, as a distributor in the past, I was building everything kind of belly to belly, text message, email, phone calls, right? And then, the internet started putting together these really cool sites where you can get onto social media. And I was Mrs. Like, I'll never be on Facebook, which is kind of hilarious because I'm like, the kids know mom is Facebook queen. And so I kind of resisted doing Facebook for a long time. And what happened and some of you know this story, but most of you don't, is that I went to the Eric Worre Go Pro event. I've been there several times. I decided that year to pay to go to the front and sit in the VIP area. I was in the business, I was doing well in network marketing, but I wasn't seeing the duplication that I felt was really necessary to build something massive, right? That's like the elusive thing, is to get people to do what you do. So I'm sitting in the front row or close to it. And I remember these women getting on stage in Vegas, and they all were like pencil skirts and, Manolo Blahnik shoes and hair done. And they were super, super sharp and beautiful and just sitting there on these chairs. And it was a women's panel, and it was the $1 Million Women's Panel. And I remember it was about 8 or 9 women sitting there. And I just remember going, oh, I got to know what they do, but how did they get here? And then they just passed the mic. Some of you were probably at that event. And they started passing the mic and talking about how they were able to use social media and attraction marketing to build their business fast and build it globally and build it to 7+ figures a year. Not cumulative, I'm talking 7 or more figures a year. And so I'm up front going, yeah, I'm going to do whatever these chicks tell me to do, because I want to be at that point where I can set myself free. And I also need to understand how they do it, because if they're going to drop the gold right now, I'm going to write down everything. And I still have a legal pad upstairs with all of this. And now I've taught this over the years, and it's really gold. Okay. And so I can't take credit other than I take really good notes and I implemented it. And now I'm living proof that it works. But if you take it tonight and you implement it, or you're doing it on a small level and you take it up a notch, chances are you're going to see your volumes explode. So I'm sitting there and I'm like, drop it. Let's go. Give me what you got. And as they're talking, they put up this big screen behind them that, the screen was up, but they lit it up, and it was a calendar, and was a social media calendar. And one of the girls gets up and she's walking, and I'm like, in the shoes, because I love shoes. I'm looking at the outfit. I'm like, she's dressed impeccably. She looks happy. Clearly, whatever she's doing is working. So I want to know what she's doing. And she gets up and she says, guys, I didn't know what I was doing in network marketing for a long time. Guys, I was just spinning my wheels, and I'm going, yes. And a lot of us in the row were like, She's like, and I'm hustling hard and I'm just not making it happen. But I'm not quitting on my dream. And then someone taught me attraction marketing. And I thought, okay, let's go. She goes, see this behind me? This is the key to success. And I was like, a calendar? Like, okay. And she said, people don't want to hear about your business 24/7. They just don't. People don't want to be sold, but they love to buy. Write that down. People don't love to be sold, but they love to buy. Listen, if I wasn't the owner of Awakend and you posted about this product, one of you would get me as a customer, and probably you'd get me as a rep selling it, because the stuff's amazing. But I love to buy. I also don't like to be sold. And she said, okay, take a look at this calendar. She goes, I'm going to teach you the rhythm of how you're going to post. And I'm going to teach you about how, she goes, does everyone know what an algorithm is? And we kind of, like, some people knew, some didn't. She goes, well, Facebook's going to fight you the entire time you're posting. Everything you do on Facebook, they're going to push back. Did you know, she said, if you have 1,000 people that are friends on Facebook, probably less than 10% see your stuff. And I was like, oh, you mean it's not just me? Like, this stuff's not being seen. And she explained how what Facebook's programming pushes your content down, not up. And she said there are key things you can do every day that will get your content to push to the top of your friends' news feeds. I want you to understand what that means. That means that there are certain little things I'm going to teach you tonight that if you start doing without fail 15 minutes a day, you're going to start seeing people come to you about Awakend a lot faster with more success because more people's eyes will be on your content. See, when I would put a post out, which you guys do too, when you put a post out, you think everyone in your friends list sees it or a good number of do, right? Wrong. Facebook actually works against you. So does Instagram. So does all the social media, pushes your content down. Think of it like this. Search engine optimization. What are the websites you see when you do a search at the top? They're the ones that got clicked on the most, right? Well, if you want your content to be at the top of your friend's newsfeed, let's say Karen Rao. I see her face. Hi, Karen. Let's say I'm friends with Karen on Facebook. And let's say she's posting about Awakend and I'm not in the company. And she's posting and we're friends and I don't see it. Why? Because Facebook works against her. But let's say Karen starts implementing what I teach tonight. And guys, this is part one. We have 3 parts to this. So you're going to love this. This is just the basics. If all you do is the basics that I teach you tonight, you're going to make money. But I'm going to teach you intermediate and advanced techniques. The next 2 are intermediate and then advanced. So if Karen posts after she does what I teach tonight, then it's most likely going to show up in my newsfeed, like literally at the top. So the little things I teach you to do tonight that you're going to go, that sounds corny. I don't care. It's going to make you money. Do it anyway. These are little things that you have to get really good at doing. And I want you to do it like you brush your teeth. So my husband over here watched me do a lot of this as I built my last company. And he'd go, no, not brush my teeth, babe.
Oh, okay.
By the way, little digression. My husband reads a book every night. He has a novel he reads while he brushes his teeth. Just a quirky thing. I always say to him, literally, you're reading while you brush your teeth. Okay. I digress.
Yeah.
Here's my point, though. If you consider these things I teach you to be like brushing your teeth, I don't know anyone who likes to leave the house without brushing their teeth. Just my thing. So if you do this like that, where it's like, I can't not do this, then you are going to see more success for the same amount of work you're doing, guys. It's 15 minutes a day. So hear me out. You can get more people to join your business at Awakend by doing these simple steps. And it's got to be 7 days a week. Listen, I take Sundays off on purpose, spend time with my kids, my husband, I rest, I do church, but I still have to do my 15 minutes so that my social media stays hot. If you get your social media gets cold, that means the algorithm's back at you like a demon. It's bad. But if you keep doing these little things daily, it bends the algorithm, softens it, and allows your stuff to float to the top. We want the cream of what you're putting out there to show up in as many people's feeds as possible. So do we get that so far? What's our end game? To do these things daily, like brushing our teeth, that do what? Bring your stuff to the top. So more eyeballs are on your posts. All right. You can tell I've taught this for years. Listen, this is how I made millions, not success that other post something happy, post something funny, post something inspirational. And I'm like, and I have the calendar. I'll post it in a little bit. So I'm looking at the calendar going, this is real. Is this real? Because I can do this. Tonight you're going to go, I can do this. So her first thing was, and the girls that were with her had helped her make the calendar. So this wasn't one woman on the panel. This is everyone's calendar. And it was the gift to the audience. And some of you were there. And she goes, okay, Mondays and Wednesdays, this was 2 of the days, are pretty much the hottest days to post about your business and your product. Monday, most people feel fat, bloated, miserable, hate going to work, hate that their paycheck's already been blown over the weekend, right? Monday is that Sunday night, people get anxiety in their belly. I don't anymore because I can get up when I want. I'm a network marketer. However, when I used to be full-time corporate, which I was for years, I hated Sunday night because I knew the next morning, got to wake up at 4:30, be at work by, 8 a.m. So know that if you post on a Monday morning, and by the way, the time of day matters, write that down, time of day matters. There are high traffic times and there are low traffic times. You can actually program, if you're just someone who it doesn't work for your schedule, You can program a post in advance to come out at a certain time in case you're not going to be available. You're traveling or you're sleeping. If you're going to be sleeping and you know that, let's say, because you work the night shift, you know, though, from 7 to 11 a.m. is a really good time, like I'm teaching you, then make sure you schedule it the night before so that it drops for you. You can actually make your post scheduled. Okay. So hear me out though. So they're like, okay, if you do on Mondays and Wednesdays, you do a before and after, share some sort of testimonial, and you're mysterious. You don't say company name and you never say product name. You guys got to stop saying Zenith and stop saying Awakened. I love hearing the name and seeing the name in lights, but it is not good. You want them coming to you to say what? You want them saying, hey, Judy, I need what you got. What are you posting about, Judy? Don't hold out on me. Guys, you put Danelle Meoli, you put something in front of me and I will buy from any network marketer because I love supporting people in direct sales. I have ordered from Modere, Tranant, you name it, companies that you guys know and love. New Skin. I have some of the best products in my house. I always try to support my friends. I don't sign up as a rep. I just become a preferred customer, support them, and love the products. However, why they gain my business is why you'll gain business from others if you do what they do. Why don't I just buy from anyone? I'll only buy from someone who knows how to play the game because I respect it. And here's the game you're going to play. It's cat and mouse. Let's picture this. You're at the beach. I grew up near the beach in Lordship, Connecticut. My mom would get so PO'd at me and my sister. She was a single mom and we were dead broke. And we grew up like, my mom would take us to consignment shops and we would always be dressed nice, but we were the kids with consignment clothes. And my grandmother would get government butter. So my mom would have it in the house, government cheese, the whole nine. So you have to cut government butter, guys. You don't even get the sticks. You get a block, just so you know. And my mom would take us to the beach because it was free. And my mom was a beach. She loved the beach and I still love the beach. And so we grew up on the beach. Well, picture this. If you want a seagull to come towards you, what do? You throw a little bit of a French fry. If we got fries from McDonald's, it was a big deal back then. Little French fry, little piece, and it would come closer and closer. Now, my mom would have the Bain de Soleil on. Remember this? I'm dating myself. I remember that smell. And me and my sister be throwing the pieces and she would be eyes shut. And she'd be like, all of a sudden, Danelle, Janine, stop doing that. The bird's going to crap on me. And, it's not good to feed the seagulls. Why did I feed the seagulls? I wanted them to come closer. I loved the birds. Me and my sister want to get them as close as we could. And then they take off. When you do network marketing, you got to put out little bits of that French fry. I shouldn't say that when we're selling weight loss, little bits of, I don't know, chicken tenders. I don't know, something out there that gets them to go, Judy, what are you talking about? Because Judy knows that Danelle will buy anything she's got if it's going to help her lose weight. Am I wrong? Most people will buy anything to lose weight. We just happen to have the most epic weight loss and fat loss accelerator on the planet, but they don't know that yet. What they think is it's another thing that they're going to get disappointed by. So keep in mind what the prospect is thinking matters more than what you're thinking. What they're thinking is, Judy probably has, or Karen probably has the same darn thing. Shauna has the same thing. Guido has the same thing, that it's going to disappoint me. It's going to be a fad. I'm going to waste my money. Keep that in mind. So when you don't put company name and you don't put product name, but you put out a before and after, or you put a testimonial out on a Monday or Wednesday, what happens? Wednesday is the worst day of the week for most people. Why? Because it's hump day and they're miserable and they're not even close to the weekend yet. So if you do Monday, Wednesday, and I'm going to put the calendar up and you put out a business post, which by the way, I'll give you some posts. You don't have to make them up yourself. But on a Monday or Wednesday, you hit them with something that'll help them feel less bloated, lose some weight, get towards their goals, right? Christmas is coming. Maybe it's something about how your business, maybe you say a little something like this. My side business just paid off one of my credit cards. Don't lie. If you didn't pay off a credit card, please don't be inauthentic. But a lot of you in October are going to pay off some debt. A lot of you are going to book, maybe pay off your cars. A lot of you are maybe going to donate to a cause because you finally have some extra cash. Some of you are going to go buy a $79 cowboy steak. Good for you. I want you to enjoy. but posting something showing a big ribeye steak going just like this, just content like this will rock people's worlds. Let me explain. Put a picture of a steak and go, it's been years since I splurged on a steak like this. My side business just paid off a credit card, and tonight we celebrated with a nice steak. I love my side biz. You know what that does? Excuse me, Judy, what are you talking about? Looks like a nice steak, but I want to get my credit card paid off and have a nice steak once in a while. What that does is say to the prospect, there's something out there that could, because it's working for Judy, might work for them too. Is this all making sense? Stay with me. Because like once you get this, it's gold. You will never be the same network marketer again. This is why I became an owner, because I'm tired of executives at the top not knowing what the field goes through. I know, I've lived it for 12 years. When you put up a post that's funny on Tuesday after doing Monday's business post, what does that say to people about you? Thank God she's not vomiting all over me about her business again today. I don't need to see a bunch of fat, then skinny people every day of the week from Judy. Sorry, Judy, but I can see your face right now. So I'm picking on Judy friend, right? I can see Karen too. No one wants to hear about fat people getting skinny. You can put my fat pictures up soon. And when you have my full, like, this is Danielle's before and final, you can put them all over. But here's what you're going to do. You're going to turn people off. What the algorithm in Facebook does is try to slow you down. I'm going to give you specific things to do every day for less than 15 minutes that are going to change your world. But on top of that, if the content you put out on Monday and Wednesday isn't mysterious, isn't the little bits going for the seagull, if you're not slowly drawing them in, you're done. You will lose people because they'll run from your page. They'll unfollow you. They'll get sick of your content and you pushing them. We are not to be infomercials. If you hold up the Zenith bottle and say, hi guys, my name's Judy. I got on Zenith. Judy, you're going to kill me, but I got to say Judy again. I'm Judy. This is Zenith. My thighs look much slimmer. And for $135, just drop an emoji below and I'll send you my link. People hate that. They hate that in a big way. But here's what they do love. Holding the bottle. Okay, Judy, look. Label facing Judy. They can't, this isn't really a bottle. Label facing Judy. This bottle changed my life. I'm down 28 pounds in 3 months. I'm so freaking excited to go buy new clothes this week. Now, I see that and go, what's that bottle? Please turn the damn label around. Excuse my French. Please let me see what that is. And I'd like to buy new clothes and be down 28 pounds. What do I say to Judy in the comments? Excuse me, Judy, what is that? When someone asks you, what is it? It's game over. You now have the choice to be lazy or send them a link. I'm going to get into a minute what step 2 is, but step 2 is inboxing them. I never want you to answer them publicly. Never, ever, ever, ever post your link live on Facebook or any social media. Does anyone know why? Let's see who's gonna, who knows the reason. Why do you never post your link privately? I mean, publicly. Anyone? Just go into the chat. Well, Julia Owen said Amazon, right? They'll Google it. Guess what they'll do? Someone who quit the business, and we'll have people quit, will throw their bottles up for sale, even though we'll try and keep them off of Amazon. You'll never know that they went and bought it elsewhere because you didn't keep it mysterious. You keep people in your personal sales funnel by zipping your lip. I know you want to gush about Zenith. I know you want to gush about Awakend. Yeah, you want to gush about me and the company. I love you for it. I want to gush about you guys. Here's the problem. The minute they know the name, they Google it and they go find it from some jamoke that put it up, that quit the business, that wants to sell it for 30 bucks. You lost a sale and a potential lifetime customer and a potential override every time they would have reordered from you. You're teaching people not to come to you by opening your mouth and giving them too much info. Does that make sense? Okay. Now, I'm going to get into the steps you have to take in a minute, but hear me out. If you follow the calendar of Monday and Wednesday as some sort of story about the business doing good for you, without saying the company name, without saying network marketing, never say MLM. Okay. I say direct sales because it's the hottest name for what we do. Why would you go back to the old stigma of MLM? People go, it's still the same thing. We just renamed it, guys, but it's direct to consumer and it's the hottest thing out there right now. But if Mondays and Wednesdays become your days to post that type of stuff, what do Tuesdays and Thursdays become? Does anyone know? Thank you, Justin. I love side hustle. Side venture, my new side venture. Love that one. Tuesdays and Thursdays are inspirational, motivational, or funny. And as you probably know, if you follow me, I love to laugh. My husband and I post stuff all the time. People get a kick out of the two of us making fun of each other for he's a Dallas fan. I'm a Giants fan. I almost made him sleep on the couch last night because of his posts. I'm kidding. But when you're funny on Facebook, when you actually try to show people what it is that inspires you, if you love scripture, put up scripture. If you love really motivational stuff from Jim Rohn, find a great quote. Here's where I get my content. Google Images. Write it down. I look on Google Images and I type in quotes on success, quotes on love, quotes on happiness, quotes on joy, quotes on enemies, quotes on friends that turn on you. I put whatever in that I'm feeling, and then I find a quote about it that will inspire others, that they will also go, I resonate with Guido. I resonate with Shauna. What she posted just got me. You get a like, you get a love, you get a care. Guess what happens to your algorithm? It bends. Now, because they interacted with you, your post the next day is going to show up in their feed easier. Does that make sense? What you do every day of the week matters, but you're not posting about the business every day. Every post has a purpose. Write that down. Every post has a purpose. When we're out and I take a picture of a nice dinner, it's content. Everything in your mind has to go, ooh, that's good content. Oh, my husband tonight, I wish I didn't, I wish I did get that call tonight, but I wish I had taken a photo of, I walked in tonight and my husband cooked a beautiful steak dinner with a fresh salad, no carbs, just gorgeous. And I should have, because I got caught up in the call that I'll talk about later. And I wanted to post best husband ever. And people resonate with that. Or they write in the comments that their husband sucks and then they get in a fight and it's not your fault, I promise. But most people resonate. See, I want to be a fun owner. I want to be myself with you guys. What happens when you put up content that people can relate to? They engage with you. Judy, I'm going to have you on mute. Judy, I know I'm putting you on the spot. I'm going to find Judy here on my list. Judy friend. I'm going to let you know what I'm going to ask you in one sec. Judy, I'm going to ask you to unmute. Judy, what are your favorite things in life? I don't care what it is. Is it shoes? Is it birds? What's your hobby? Do you like tennis? Do you like reading?
Family, dogs.
Family. Okay, first of all, stop at the dogs. If you want to see your entire Facebook light up, post about your pet. I've never seen more people in my entire life out of all the years I've been on social media. You post about your pet, you get 300 likes. You post that, it's a beautiful day out, you get a couple hundred likes. You post that you got 500 on a scratch off, you get 100 likes. But post about your pet. I promise you, pets bring more engagement than anything I've ever seen, outside of if you say something stupid like who you voted for. Listen, I don't listen, I don't like politics at all. I'm an independent, if you all want to know. But I'll tell you right now, you want to piss a lot of people off and ruin your business, start posting about who you love in politics. Because as much as you have every right to do so, and I'm not going to tell you not to, I'm going to tell you it's not a smart business decision, because 50% of the people probably aren't going to agree with you. So you might want to say that to me on a call, and you can whine to me about who you don't like. Call me. But don't do it on your social media, only because even though it's right to have conviction, it's right to believe what you believe, the politics thing gets sticky because it seems to be you're either on one side of the aisle or the other, right? And if you say something like, go Trump, or you say, go orange man, I hate you, what happens is now they never want to do business with you, right? It's a whole like Goya thing. When they got boycotted, a whole bunch of people bought from Goya. When Nike got boycotted, a bunch of people bought from Nike because it's that simple in politics. However, I'm not going to ever tell you to not be yourself. I'm saying be smart about what it is that you put out for content. So Judy, dogs and family, I'll tell you, you post about your kids or your grandkids. People love that. Post about watching your grandson's baseball game or your granddaughter's ballet. People love to celebrate weddings. They love to congratulate you on anniversaries, right? Judy, what else? Anything that tell us something about you, because I'll tell you something. What's a quirky thing about you? I'm gonna give you mine first so I can embarrass myself first. And I want you to all post this tomorrow. I want you to ask this question tomorrow on social media. What's something weird about you that I need to know? Just write that and put a colored background. What's something weird about you that I need to know? And I'll tell you what's weird about me. There's many things. My husband's gonna laugh. I cannot go pee or number two in any public bathrooms. I will hold it until I die. I have a real issue with peeing in a restroom that isn't clean. Now, if I do have to go, and that happens because I travel a lot, you want to know where I go? You guys are all going to hate me. I go to the handicap because it's the cleanest toilet and I squat. There you have it. Now, you get real on social media. Danelle Meoli, the CSO, will hold it until she's almost dead. But when she does have to go, she goes in the cleanest one. I will spot check everyone. And I have a real issue with, I don't know what it is. It's a phobia. But when you post that and you say, let me tell you something about me that's quirky. Now, what do I need to know about you? You will get hundreds of comments. But you know what it does? Two things. The next post the next day is a business post. What do they see? They see it more readily because now you've had so many people like and comment. The algorithm goes down. Your content the next day does what? Rises to the top. Second thing is Judy, it normalizes you. It tells me you're a normal human being who has issues and quirks just like everyone else. I don't know you, Judy. Maybe you do, maybe you don't. I personally love knowing when someone has little things like my husband. Hey, you can all say the CSO's husband likes to brush his teeth and read a novel. It's the most annoying habit he has. And he's a great guy. It's not the most annoying.
Oh, I'm sure you can come up.
But how many times do I come in the bathroom and I'm like, are you still reading? He just sits there and he reads and he gets through a whole book in like 2 weeks. And he has the cleanest mouth of anyone, which is fabulous. But why is that important to put on social media? Because it gets people going, I like knowing these cool things about you. It normalizes you and doesn't make you a network marketer who's annoying. It makes people like, I love flowers. You see, every time I get floral arrangements, man, I will take photos of it and I will post it and I'll put something beautiful up. Flower post, gardening, that's a big one. Sport fishing makes people engage. I want you to think, and thank you, Judy. Is there anything weird about you we need to know?
Well, my husband just said that you named mine.
What's that?
Public bathrooms.
Thank you. Thank you. I don't feel as weird now. I'm sorry. It's just, anyway. Okay, let me tell you another bathroom one that Scott and I go back and forth on. Is it that you can ask this tomorrow if you don't like the first one? Do you put the toilet paper with it coming down, or you put the toilet paper the other way? Is it the mullet or is the beard, right? They call it the mullet or the beard. If you ask that, you'll get hundreds of people respond. And toilet paper over, Danielle says.
Always.
And
Over.
Lynn sits down, but see, mullet, beard. Why am I doing this with you? We're having fun, but here's why it's important. On Tuesdays and Thursdays, Lynn says under. Thank you, Lynn. On Tuesdays and Thursdays, Pete says over. You can ask these types of questions. What's your favorite ice cream flavor? You'll get hundreds of comments, hundreds. But what happens the next day on a Wednesday? Let's say if you post it on a Tuesday, your before and after becomes one of the first things they see. And highly likely someone says, tell me about this stuff you're told. What is this magical wonder you're posting about that's making people melt? I need some of that. It's the only reason you're doing all this and working your social media daily is to get your content to rise to the top on the specified days where at the times and the days that you do it are the highest traffic days. Does that make sense? Mondays, Wednesdays, highest traffic days. Worst day to post. Anyone want to know? Come on, somebody tell me worst day to post. Saturday. You know why? Everybody, it's the least traffic day you can have on Facebook. Most people are out and about. Even me, addicted to Facebook. It's the least amount I'm on Facebook. What time of day in the Monday through Thursday, because really Monday through Thursdays are the highest traffic days. What times of day, doesn't matter what time zone you're in. So just do it for your own time zone. But from 7 to about 11 a.m. is high traffic Monday through Thursday, and about 5 to 9 p.m. Monday through Thursday. Post in the middle of the day, not as much traffic. Post late at night, I used to do that, and it wouldn't be till 6, 7 in the morning the post would even be seen. By that time, Facebook's already suppressed you. Okay, are we getting this so far? This is gold. I'm gonna turn you into social media ninjas, all right? Now, this is not hard stuff. Every day of the week, write it down, here comes the gold. Every day of the week, you're gonna wish everyone on your happy birthday list, happy birthday. And you have to use 5 words or more. I know that sounds dumb. It used to be you could just say happy birthday. Happy birthday to you, God bless, or wishing you the best birthday ever. Why does it have to be 5 words or more? Does anyone know? Because Facebook figured out that if you just said happy birthday, it was bending their algorithm. So they changed it to 5 words or more. So now it's just more to type. Doesn't matter. You want to make money? This is the easiest way to make money in network marketing. So don't complain about 3 extra words. Okay. Yes, Facebook wants a conversation. Thank you, Kara. So every day of the week, you wish everyone on your Facebook list a happy birthday. Second, you're going to go to other people's posts in your newsfeed that have never really engaged with you. They show up in your newsfeed, you don't really see them, or you go find them and seek them out. 20 people a day. This doesn't take long. You find them in your newsfeed first. Who's somebody who hasn't liked a post of yours, hasn't said a thing to you, hasn't said happy birthday? That's the person I want you to click on their post and say, love, like, care, whatever it is. I use the love button because I just am a very emotional, outgoing person. But I found out the like button actually slows you down. The love button, unless they changed that recently. Okay. You do love, you do care, you do laugh, you do sad, you do angry. Here's what happens when you do 20 people a day, and it doesn't take long. It's very simply like, love, comment. And the comment is, congratulations on the new home. What a beautiful granddaughter. Oh my God, your dog's adorable. Oh my God, what am I watching? What is this masterpiece of food you made? Tell me the recipe. Do that to 20 people. 20 people a day. Probably takes 7 minutes if you do it right. You don't waste your time. And please don't become the shiny penny person. Oh my God, I'm having so much fun with this. No. Get it done. It's a job, like brushing your teeth. We got to move, people. We're here to build a brand. We're here to make you guys very successful. You got to move. I get caught. I see my husband do this. Oh, this is a funny reel. And then I'm like, damn, I'm not going to get anything done today. I'm not watching funny reels right now. I'm working. It's work, people. Can you tell I was raised in an Italian home? All right. Next. Next. So we did happy birthday every day. First thing in the morning is best, but if you have to do it at night, do it. 20 engagements a day. That means you find the people, not the people in your business. Judy, don't like and love my posts. Oh, I like when you do, but I don't need you to do that because we're already doing business. I need you to do with people you don't do business with yet. Because what do you want? You want those 20 people that you liked or commented and engaged with to see your stuff the next day. It's strategy. You want, let's say, Mary Jones, who annoys you because she never likes your post. You're going to go to her post and go, God, that's a beautiful garden. Love you, Mary. Have a great day. Now, I want you to be real. If you don't like the lady, please don't be, inauthentic. But if you genuinely want to do business with her and you think that she'll see value, your reason for engaging with her is 1, because you're a good person, and 2, because you want her to see your stuff and hopefully she bites. If she doesn't bite, you're still doing the right thing, because building the business takes time. Write this statistic down. This is going to blow your mind for most of you. 83% of all the sales in the world globally happen within 8 to 12 exposures. 83% of global sales of any kind, toothpaste, cars, houses, lipstick, vacation homes, happens within 8 to 12 exposures. What does that mean? That means that Judy, Karen, Guido, Susan, Shauna, you're going to have them see stuff about Awakend without saying Awakend, stuff about Zenith, don't say Zenith, at least 8 to 12 times for 83% of your audience. Does that make sense? If they don't bite on the first one, that's normal. They don't bite on the second one, normal. When's it normal? 8 to 12 times later. How many times do I have to see a billboard or a commercial or a really hot car go by before I go, I'm really in love with that. I think I got to buy that. It takes time to get what? Imprinted upon. That's what it's called, imprinting. You're dripping on people over time. Do not get discouraged. All the people you're dripping on social media are seeing your content. If you're doing the everyone's happy birthday daily, 20 engagements a day. And then I'm going to teach you the final thing that I want you to do every day. You got to put a post up every day. Some of you I know are doing 2 a day. Anything over 2 a day, you could do 3, but 1 a day, 7 days a week at this point. If you're new, if you're a ninja, and I know some of you are, the 2 a day is even better. 1 in the morning and 1 at night. It really keeps people engaged. So if you're like me and you like to jump off the cliff and go all in, and this is new for you, I'd like you to do a morning and night. But when I post a social media calendar tonight, you're going to do, Julia, we're going to get to stories next week. I don't want to get people confused, but thank you for asking. We're going to talk about that in the intermediate. Forget stories for now, guys, because some of you are going to be like, what does that mean? But if you already know stories, go to your story too, but get stuff on your newsfeed on your main page as well. If you don't know stories, don't worry about that. She made a good point though. So what I want you to do is morning and night, 7 days a week, put posts up. If you really just want to do the 7 days with not the morning and night, that's fine. You're still going to get great engagement. What's our goal? To get them to slowly come in and say, Judy, what is that you're posting about? I need to lose fat, or I want to feel really good and buy a smaller dress size or buy a new suit in a 32 instead of a 38, right? That's what people want. Now, remember, and write this down. This is important. Let me check the time because I got to be, okay. People are going to buy from you when you hit their hot button. You never need to sell them. Let me tell you what a hot button is: being overweight. Another hot button is being broke. Another hot button is having anxiety, having depression. Another hot button is being in an unhappy relationship. You know what people are really attracted to? Seeing other people win, seeing other people lose weight, feel good. And you know what it does to some people? Makes them jealous and angry. You can't worry about those people. What you got to worry about is finding the hot button out there. Now you can ask pointed questions, which I love. Some of my favorite content to say is what's your biggest issue? Sleep or lack of sleep or energy levels? You ask that, you know what you're going to get? I can't sleep and I have no energy. Great. Well, if we were selling an energy product, that would be the perfect thing for you to put up, right? But it's not. But if it's something like weight loss and fat loss, you got to tread lightly. You can't say something like, where are my fatties? That's not going to work. People aren't going to laugh. You're going to offend people. A few people will laugh. Am I wrong?
No.
Yeah, most people would not take that well.
Nope.
Here's what you can put up that really is powerful. A picture of someone or a story that someone wrote, meaning a screen grab that I post on the testimonial page that says, I'm so excited. I'm down 12 pounds my first month on this stuff. And then you, if you have to, you cross off with your editing button, you cross off Zenith if it's on there. Does that make sense? Don't let that name get out. Amy likes it. Where's my fatties? No, I'm serious. If you put something up and it's a screen grab and you say something at the top, like, this is why I'm so excited about my new little side business. These are just this is just one story of many. And people go, what story of many? And they go like this. Oh, I got to read that. Oh, I got to read the comments. Oh, there's like 7 people who asked Judy for more info. Guess I'm asking Judy for more info. Judy, what happens when they ask you for more info? What do? You're muted, but I'm going to say it for Judy. You say inboxing you with a smiley face. You want everyone to see that who also wants info. They're going to go, well, send me some too. Send me some too. That's how you know you're a ninja. What happens when you send the 4-minute audio? Some of them will open it. Some of them won't. Not your fault. You have no control over who buys. Guess what you have control over? Piquing interest and sending info when they ask for it. Everything else is out of your hands. Okay. Thank you, Susan. She posted one today and covered the name. Perfect. These nuggets are going to make you guys a fortune. Now, let's say Judy puts up a great post. Danelle Meoli says, I got to know what you got. You inbox me and you give me a 17-page dissertation on the science on that. You know what I do? Bye. I have no time for this. Please do not go into a long multi-paragraph on why they should buy. Most of you talk people out of the sale. Most of you. Lisa, great question. The 4-minute audio is under files on our corporate page, and there is a part 2 for someone who wants it. Cassandra's right. She's one of our top enrollers. Please do not word vomit on people. Sometimes we overtalk because we're nervous. Don't be nervous. You know what the easiest thing to do in this business is? Say to them, I'd love to tell you more, but watch this 4-minute video. You're busy and I'm busy too. It gets them off the hook. They don't want to get on the phone with you. I hate to break it to you. No one wants to get on the phone anymore. No one even wants to do voicemail anymore. Am I wrong? They want the information yesterday. So what you're going to do is say, here's a 4-minute video. It would take me 20 minutes to explain it. Take a listen. And then they're so curious as to what Judy has that what do? They'll listen to that 4-minute audio, and they'll probably do it while they're driving or they're on a treadmill because no one wants to be bothered anymore. But if that was a compelling enough post, Judy, what happens? They go, I'll listen, because clearly the other option is I got to listen to her for 20 minutes. Does that make sense? You always give people this statement. I'd love to type it all out, but I want to be mindful of your time and mine. Here's a quick, click this link. You'll get everything. People are using this 4-minute audio and it's going crazy. We have a 3-minute video that's almost done, by the way. And please do not, when people are posting on your page, pay attention. If they're asking for info, don't wait 2 days. You got to check that night. If you're working all day, I respect that. It's an audio right now, Marcia, but we have a 3-minute video coming too. But the audio recording is epic. It's that good. And it has a part 2 if you want. And we have it in Spanish. And we're getting it translated into French, but it's going to be the French Canadian dialect. I got to go shortly, so I want to wrap this up because there's so much more. I'm definitely going to post the calendar for you so you could start posting content and really starting to do your happy birthdays, your 20 engagements a day. But then what I really want you to do is the minute someone says, tell me more, Karen, you're going to immediately say inboxing you, and you're going to go right to Messenger, or if you know them via text, even better to do it right from your phone. And thank you, Julia. And when you send it to them, you simply say, I'd love to tell you more. Listen to this video. Now, let me tell you what has made me a fortune that most of you won't do. That's a step 2 because most people are lazy. Kim, the posts of the day, if you do 2 a day, don't have to be at all the same time. One could be funny, one inspirational. You usually see me do something funny or something inspirational, right, on the same day. But if you do, what was I going to say? It was so important. Oh, the second thing that I do that most people don't is I go back to that post and, that private message if they don't respond to me. And instead of saying, hey, Mary, did you watch it? Did you listen? That's annoying. People hate that. Please don't do that. Did you like what you heard? Stop. No. Let me tell you the best follow-up. Go to the testimonial page. Find a before and after if it's a guy and a before and after if it's a girl. Try to get them around the same age if you can. We're going to have hundreds of testimonials soon. Send a before and after and go, the 4-minute audio, this is one of the people on the product in that audio. I hope you listen to it soon. You know what most people say? Crap, I didn't listen yet. Thanks for reminding me. But that visual sticks with them. My favorite follow-up is saying, look at this before and after. It's amazing. It's amazing what sending a before and after via text or through a private message can do to get people to listen to the audio. What's our goal? Peak interest and get them. Step 1, peak interest and get them to say, what is it? Step 2 is say, I'm inboxing you. You send them the link, say, hey, I'd explain it, but just listen to this 4-minute audio. It'll give you everything real quick. I want to be mindful of your time. And when you go back and you realize they haven't responded to you, you send it before and after and go, you know, that audio I sent you, here's one of the people I know that's on the product and I'm going to be on it soon too. Don't say, listen, don't say, don't listen, just say, here's a photo. That has got me to convert more people to listening. And when they listen, they go this, send me your link. When you send the link, guess what happens? Most of them don't buy. You know why? Does anyone know why they don't buy? Because you haven't told them exactly what it is they're going to see. So you better have a screenshot or create one yourself of the options to buy. When you send that screenshot of an option to buy, it's a 2-pack, a 4-pack right now, right? That's it. We have a slide. You just take a picture of the slide. Or you say, when we're open in a couple weeks, 2-pack, 4-pack, great way to come in. But we have retail, one bottle at 160, and we have the 145 subscribe and save. And if you become a rep, it's 135. All you need is a screenshot. You don't need to type it out every time. Cut and paste, copy and paste, copy and paste. If you need help or they say, I have questions, the worst thing you can do is say, I don't know enough. What you say is, let me put you on a three-way text. I'm brand new at this, and my leader who's made a fortune in the industry can answer all your questions. I don't want to mess it up. They love that because you're being honest. If you know it all, you don't need to put one of us on a call. But if you don't know, instead of trying yourself to do it, put us in on a three-way text or put us in on a three-way message and private message in Facebook. Your upline's going to love you for it because you know what you do? Hey, Mary, this is Danielle. Danielle, this is Mary. She had a few questions about Zenith. Hey, Mary, just here to answer your questions. Great product. I've already lost 22 pounds on it. That's all I'd say. And I leave it there. Why? Because you put that big slice of cake out. What do they say? Really? You did? Oh, I got to get this stuff. That's enough. I don't get into science unless they ask for science. I don't get into prices unless they ask for prices. I give them one thing, that the product works. Because once they know the product works, if it's a hot button for them, guess what? They're buying. They will do whatever they can to get something that works. Most people just don't believe stuff works until they really know it works, right? How easy is it to drop their objections when you connect them with your upline? Easy, super easy. Does this all make sense? So let's recap because I got to go on another call. We're going to do this again next week. We're going to go to part 2. I'm going to review a little of what I taught you tonight. Then I'm going to give you the intermediate stuff. And some of you are going to say, holy cow, I already got a ton of engagement. Good. Step 3, which is part 3, will be in 2 weeks from now. And that'll be the advanced. Some of you won't even be doing advanced for a while. You'll just be mastering part 1 and 2. I have people who've never done my advanced training that make over 10,000 a month. Just so you know, you don't need to master part 3 to do really well. And some people on here have learned this from me in my last company and know that it works like magic. Again, I'm not taking credit for it. I just learned it. I made money through it and I teach it. And this is what the girls at GoPro taught me, and I'll never forget it. It literally changed my whole way of doing business. I never had to leave the house. So you're also, some of you, going to leave here tonight and go, that was a lot. Okay, watch the recording, listen to it on a treadmill, put it on while you're driving. You don't need to see my face. Just listen to it again, take notes, get in the bathtub with a notebook. I don't care. You've got to invest in yourself. You've got to sacrifice time to master these simple things because once you master it, it's game over. And last thing, you're going to add 10 friends a day for the rest of the year. If you add more than 10, what happens, guys? Facebook thinks you're spamming. How are you going to find friends? You're going to go to the friends list of your friends, not your business partners that you just met. Don't steal their friends. That is not what I'm saying. You don't go to my friends list and try and friend my mother. A couple of you already have. That's weird. I'm kidding. It's only weird if you try to sell her the product, which someone did recently and didn't know it was my mom. She's like, someone tried to sell me Zenith. I'm your mother. I'm like, I know, Mom. Every company I've been in, people go to my friends list and they're literally my downline and try and sell my mom something. No, seriously, the truth of the matter is you go to your cousins, your aunts, your friend from school growing up, you go to their friends list and you find friends and family that you haven't found on social media. I'm not asking you to friend strangers. I'm asking you to find the people. I want you to be like this. I want Shauna to be like, who's that dude who used to bag my groceries when I worked at, the grocery store? Okay. Who's that guy? I'm going to find him. Who's the kid in elementary school who used to throw the dodgeball right at my face? I'm going to find him and I'm going to have him buy. Get what I'm saying? Find the people you used to know. Find your uncles, your aunts, your college roommates. Some of you have no idea you're sitting on millions of dollars worth of volume, but you haven't made the effort to find these people. It's a job. Hold on. So after you do birthdays, after you do 20 engagements, after you do a post every day, what do? You're going to friend 10 people, I don't care. You don't get to go to sleep till you friend your 10 people. How many people will request you? Will respond? Probably 7. That's great. At the end of this year, how many new friends do you have? You have thousands, if not hundreds more. And what happens is, it's the analogy. I love to fish. Let's talk fishing for a minute. Right now, the number of people you have on your Facebook is your pond, right? Most of them you never see the fish under the water. Why? because Facebook does a good job of keeping them at the bottom of the pond. Your job is to get them to come to top to eat what you threw in. That's get them to rise up to the top with your content, with your happy birthdays, with your 20 engagements, right? But if you want to stock that pond with more fish that you want bites, the bites are people asking for info and potentially buying from you. You've got to add more fish to the pond. Every day, 10 people a day, 7 days a week, 70 a week will turn out to be about 45 to 50 every week. You do that for the next year. How did I get to 11,000 people on Facebook? Took me 2 years, 2 years, but I made more and more money every year. And I realized this is genius. I just put more people in the pond, right? More fish in the pond means more people coming to the top to ask what you got. Now you're opening up your potential sales to more people, right? And so this is really, you do max out, Jana, at 5,000, but you can have followers, right? Now, but you have to be public. This is personal page, Danny. So once I hit 5,000, I was like, well, this is a joke. So now I'm at 6,000 followers plus 5,000 friends. Now I'm at 11,000. So that means people will just follow you, but you have to be, your profile has to be public. Please don't post where you are or where you live. If you have children, don't post the school they're in. There's still weirdos out there. I really want you to be safe. I won't post what school, especially when my kids were little. I didn't do that stuff because it weirded me out. But I could go all night on this, but I got to hop off in a minute. What I want you to know is once this calendar goes up, all your job is this week, outside of putting the post of the day up, right? Every day of the week, and doing your happy birthdays, your 10 friends, your 20 engagements, is to make sure the minute someone bites, you say, I'm inboxing you, and you send the 4-minute audio and you just say, I'd love to tell you more, but it'll take too long. Listen to this video. And then you don't send the pictures then. You wait for them to respond. And if they don't, the next day, I want you to send a before and after and say, hey, I meant to send this to you. Here's a before and after of the people that are on this great product. That usually gets them to go, holy cow, I got to listen now. Because if step 1 doesn't get them to, usually when you come with dessert to the table, then they're hungry, right? Sometimes they don't want the steak, but then they see the brownie with ice cream and they go, okay. And that's a before and after, because it's demonstratable proof that what you have is something that could be the answer they've been looking for. So I love you guys. I'm going to continue to teach you all of this as the next year goes on, as we take this company to, I'm hoping we're going to I think we'll hit over 100 million our first year, which will be a record breaking industry year. We have a lot going on, so many good things. I love you guys. Thanks for being on. I will post this later. So you have it. I will post the calendar, share the recording, get as many people in your team to learn this stuff, and then give them the social media calendar if you have your own private pages. And yes, I will post scripts. I'm not going to put out now, Nancy, because really it's the post of the day that I've been putting up that I want you guys to put up. So you can go to my page and steal any of my content. Okay. If I produce my own quote, I'd like you to say, this is from Danelle Meoli, and you should never steal someone's stuff. You'll always see I put their name at the bottom if I took it from their page. If they took time to pour their heart out, like I poured my heart out the other day, a woman actually copied it and put it as her own. I almost died. I was like, you can say this resonates with me and then say written by Danelle Meoli, but don't steal someone's content. Always give them credit. It makes you look more credible. So that's it. Have a great night. And I hope this was super valuable for you. And the 4-minute video is under files on the corporate Facebook page. Every document, every slide, every up-to-date everything. Debbie said, wait, what's up, Deb? She's saying, wait, I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. I have news. Yeah, no, I can't give it to you now because I have to tell the advisory board first. I'll tell you in a little bit. Love you guys. Bye.